Good morning from the city of Hoi An. It is a hot April day here, and we left booking our hotel room right to the very last minute, as we normally do. But we did actually manage to nab the very last room in this homestay, which is on a quiet little back alley away from all of the noise. So when you come to Hoi An, there are two things that you just have to bear in mind. Number one is it's going to be an insanely beautiful and unique place like you've never seen before. And as a result of that, number two is that it's going to be very touristy and actually quite chaotic in some parts as well. But by the end of today, you're going to see why it's an incredibly special place in spite of all of that.
So we got really lucky with this accommodation because not only does it have two super cute doggos that live there, it's also really secluded. Just a minute walk from our homestay just behind us, you go straight onto basically the main town. So one of the main streets, quite busy here as well. So the location is absolutely perfect. It's just north of the ancient town.
So we're going to grab a good old banh mi for breakfast, and Hoi An is actually known as the town of banh mi, which figures because you cannot walk more than, I don't know, a few yards without coming across a stall or a shop selling them.
So we've just sat down in a restaurant called Banh Mi Queen, and it's quite obvious in the name what they specialise in. And also this place is only about 60 seconds walk from our accommodation. You just turn the corner, walk a few steps, and it's here, so it's perfect.
And there's always a queue of people outside waiting to be served, so that's a really good sign generally.
There's a queue of people, that means it's high demand, which means good turnaround, and we're going to get fed well today. Wow, this bread looks amazing. It's so crusty on the outside and it's like squidgy. Oh, I'm so excited to try this.
I've just discovered my favourite thing on the table, which is a chili sauce. You know that's going right in my basket.
You can do the spice test for me, see if I can handle it.
Banh mi number 157 of Vietnam.
Another one.
Wow. Quite unusual to have tomato in it. I don't think we've had one with tomato in it before.
I quite like it. It's so good.
So we've got tofu in ours, but they've got everything you can think of out there. All the meats, egg even.
This might be my number one.
This is unbelievably good. She may well be the banh mi queen after all. This is definitely up there with one of the top 3 banh mi's we've had, and we've had a lot. Nearly one every day for the last week and a half in Vietnam.
I think this is my number one.
Maybe without the chili sauce.
Yeah.
This is going to sound very snobby, but I hate it when restaurants have that really cheap, generic chili sauce on the table, whereas this one you can tell is homemade. I think it's even fermented as well.
You can literally tell that's homemade. Wow. This is really good flavour. It's just really spicy, especially for like 9 a.m.
It's not white girl level spicy. You got to go somewhere else for that. You're going to hate me for this, but the coriander in this is so unbelievably good. It makes it so fresh.
All my coriander haters, let me know who you are in the comments because I just can't understand it.
Coriander or not, 25,000 Vietnamese dong in a touristy area. That's amazing. I will say you're probably not going to get a welcome, you're probably not even going to get a smile, but you are going to get pretty good banh mi, and that's worth it alone.
Yeah, that's so true. The customer service isn't the best, but you're going for the banh mi. That's the only reason why you're going. And when we were walking out, she thought that we were going to run off without paying. She's going, 50, 50. I was like, I know, do we pay here or here? She was like, here, 50. I was like, okay, no problem.
We just want to say a huge thank you to our partners at Level 8 for completely revolutionising the way we travel. Because whether you're nomadic like us, or you just go on that one trip a year, your luggage is either going to make your life easier, or it's going to be that thing that you absolutely dread dragging around with you. Trust me, you do not know frustration until you spent an entire month dragging a suitcase around the Philippines with not one, but 2 busted wheels. You know that saying, buy cheap, buy twice? I learned that the hard way. But nowadays we have these beauties from Level 8, the 20-inch Voyager carry-ons. They're strong and durable thanks to their polycarbonate shell, so we don't have to worry about baggage handlers throwing them around like they're auditioning for their country's Olympic shot put team. And there's a TSA approved lock on the top, so basically we have complete peace of mind whether we're checking them in or whether we're traveling around with them. We have a 4-level height adjustable wide handlebar, which means there's 43 litres of uninterrupted storage inside. There's even a waterproof compartment right here, which is the perfect size for my swim shorts, so they can stay separate from all my other clothes. Don't laugh at my flamingos. But my favourite feature, without a doubt, are the wheels. I cannot tell you just how effortless it is to walk around with these things. Even fully loaded, these things just glide silently. We've got an exclusive discount for you watching this video, so make sure you click the link or the pinned comment below and use code ANY10 to make your life easier and more stylish when traveling. And thank you to Level 8 for sponsoring the video.
Not a huge fan of Starbucks in general, but when they make it look like this, that's when I don't mind it so much, because it really blends into the look of the town. Speaking of which, Yaz is taking us to a super special, super secret, okay, maybe not super secret, but nevertheless a coffee spot here in Hoi An that's supposed to have an amazing view and also amazing coffee.
So guys, we have made it to Faifo Coffee. Apparently it's really, really cool because there's a rooftop, which we're heading to right now. We've just placed our order downstairs, got our number, and they're gonna find us somehow. This is the first floor. You can sit here, it's a bit more enclosed. It's not a balcony or anything, but we're gonna go to the very top. And this is the rooftop. Wow, look at the views already.
We're only 2 or 3 floors up at this point, but because of how low all the buildings are in Hoi An, you can pretty much see the tops of all of them. I think this building behind me now is basically the tallest building in all of Hoi An. From what we can tell, the way you do it is you order your coffee downstairs, then you come up here to the very top to take your Instagram photo, and then you go either to the second floor or the bottom floor again, where there's a bit more airflow and some air conditioning. That's what the same people do anyway. We are taking a seat up here in the roasting hot sun to have our coffee, with the ice that'll probably melt in about 5 minutes flat. I've gone for my favorite orange cold brew, which actually comes in this cool, almost like a whiskey flask.
Love that. And my oat iced latte looks delicious. Oh, look at that pour.
Oh, it just about fits. But is it any good? Oh yeah.
They're good.
Fresh orange juice and cold brew coffee.
It's so funny because from this level, because everything is so low, you can just see roofs. Roof after roof after roof, 50 shades of brown and red and grey. But it actually looks so stunning. It's got a really nice ancient charm about this town. And I love that you can just people watch from up here as well. And behind us, it's all going on. Got to get the Instagram pics.
Yaz, what did you say about Vietnamese coffee?
It's very strong. I couldn't finish it because I can already feel myself getting like, so I left about that much. Wise move, I think.
Yeah, so don't be ordering any double espressos while you're here, otherwise you'll be flying, literally.
Okay, so just a short stroll from Faifo Coffee. We have come to the riverfront and it's actually quite quiet. Might be because it is a Monday, to be fair. We were here over the weekend and it was a completely different story. It was so packed. And also in the evenings is where a lot of people come because it just lights up and it's so magical, so we can't wait to show you that later on. So for now we're going to take a nice stroll along the river and then show you the market. Xin chào! I'm not sure what he's doing. He's got a pot of clay or something? Yeah, there's clay in his hands. Wonder if this is like a morning thing that he does. It's nice to see what the locals get up to, isn't it?
Hello, what are you doing? Xin chào?
I understood that.
Yeah, I understood that. It's hello, thank you.
Dad, this will be you in a few years' time. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Here we go, the Riverside Market in Hoi An. You know what that means. Any second now, you're going to get hit with that signature smell of markets, specifically Southeast Asian markets as well.
Like fish,
durian,
all the smells. There's so much fruit. It looks so pretty. Colours of the rainbow, fruit everywhere, and ginger and garlic.
If you come and do a cooking class here in Hoi An, this is where they'll take you to buy all of the fresh produce, and there is a lot of it to choose from as well. And it's very much part of the charm here that pedestrians do not have right of way. So you're going to be coming across a lot of motorbikes and a lot of people with their carts going through. To be honest, I think this is the least chaotic we've ever seen it, because I can take a whole 1-2 steps before almost getting run over by a motorbike. Traffic jam in a market, only in Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen. So at the other end of that market is this street that's absolutely full of tailor shops. One of the things that Hoi An is really well known for, and a lot of people come here specifically to have tailor-made suits and dresses made for them. To be honest, it's quite overwhelming just how many of them there are, and they're all literally next door to each other. So I have no idea how you would go about choosing them, other than looking at reviews on Google Maps or so.
They're literally everywhere, like shop after shop after shop, street after street after street.
But the incredible thing is you can go to one of these tailors in the morning to get measured up, then go back the next day for a fitting, and then the day after that you can have your shirt or your suit or your dress, whatever it is you chose to have, actually ready for you in 48 hours. Where else in the world can you have that? So whenever we get something really authentic to the place that we're in, I have to do boyfriend duties and try it myself before Yaz can have it, especially with something like this that's particularly herbal. This is a famous herbal tea in Hoi An.
Yeah, MOT or Mot, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I've heard that this is a little bit famous, so we're just passing by and Adam's going to give it a try. That rhymed.
18,000 dong for a cup, which is like, I don't know, less than $1. So they have this stuff ready to go in a pan on the side, so you order it and then 3 seconds later it's in your hand ready to go with a flower petal and whatever this is, some kind of leaf, and a bamboo straw. Wow, that's really sweet, and it's strangely creamy even though there's no milk or anything like that in here. It's just water and all the herbs.
What herbs is it?
I can't identify a single one, I don't think. But you give it a try. I really like that. I'm not sure about you.
Well, that is really sweet. It's not my favourite flavour in the world. I can't, like, what is that flavour? It's kind of like Christmassy in a way. Christmassy herbal tea. It's refreshing, but not my favourite taste. You can have it.
We are just coming into the afternoon here. The sun is really beating down. It's getting seriously, seriously hot. And all the tourists have come flooding into the old town. So the best thing to do at this point of the day is actually to leave, because about 3 miles away from here is possibly one of the most incredible beaches in all of Vietnam. So let's get in a grab and let's get over there. Welcome to An Bang Beach here in Hoi An.
This is so beautiful. There's palm trees everywhere. There's white sand. And they've got the Vietnamese boats as well.
Definitely seen worse beaches in our time, haven't we?
This is so cool. God, it's so different to the ancient town for obvious reasons, but what a different feel. First things first, got to do the ocean test. I bet it's going to be freezing. Pretty cold. Oh, but so nice. So refreshing. There's no better feeling, honestly. And there's no rocks here, no corals or anything dirty. It's just so clean.
It's really unbelievable. On a clear day like today, you can actually see the main city of Da Nang all the way from here, which Hoi An is technically a part of Da Nang, right in the very south of it, but it's a good 45-minute drive away, or maybe even an hour on some days. You can see all of those high-rise hotels in the distance, whereas here in Hoi An, it's a lot flatter. We need to try a Vietnamese coconut because we haven't had one yet in Vietnam in the 2 weeks that we've been here.
Hello.
Xin chào. Can we have 2 fresh coconuts, please? Come on.
Come on.
Oh, they're really cold.
Oh yes,
Fresh
I love
out
it
of the
when
ice
they
bucket.
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 So excited I can't talk. Cheers. Do you know what?
No, don't say it's not true. It's not as good as Thailand.
It's not as good as Thailand.
But it's good.
No coconuts are ever as good as Thailand. But
That's really good.
second best. Very sweet. I didn't
Yeah.
expect them to be that sweet because usually the ones that are brown or orange aren't
They're not
that
as sweet.
Yeah.
I just love it when they put them in the fridge or the ice bucket.
They're actually really sweet. You don't think they're as good as Thailand?
No, definitely very close. Thank you.
You've got to have fresh Vietnamese spring rolls at least once when you're in
They
Vietnam.
look so good.
They look amazing.
We've got tofu, noodles, red cabbage, lettuce, carrot and kimchi.
They are perfectly formed and cut as well. Right, here goes. Give it a dippy dip. The name says it all. They're fresh.
The rice paper is so chewy. Very healthy.
And a little bit messy. So we are back in the old town, had a lovely afternoon at the beach, and you can see behind us just how much this city has changed in the last few hours that we haven't been here. It's pretty incredible.
There's so many people here, even just walking down the street. Tons and tons of people, so different from earlier on this afternoon, and there's so many boats.
And one of these boats is going to be us in about an hour.
The amount of times that we have seen this scene on Instagram is crazy, and now we are physically right here. Just seeing all the boats and the colourful lanterns and just all of the street lights and the restaurant lights and the bar lights, everything looks so magical. And I know doing the boat is a very tourist thing to do, but you literally have to. Did you come to Hoi An if you didn't do it, basically? And I just think it'll be a nice experience anyway, to be honest. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
But before that, there's actually a specific dish that I have to try for dinner. It's called Khao Lao, and it's unique to Hoi An. I think the special thing about it are the noodles, which are super thick and chewy, which is right up my alley. That's exactly how I like my noodles. Yaz has had it a few times and she's absolutely raved about it, so it's only right that I give them a try. And here it is, the signature dish of Hoi An, Khao Lao. It's a much bigger plate than I imagined it would be, and there's a lot more going on as well. We've got the bed of noodles sitting at the bottom, some tofu on the top, and then some crispy bits, which is also supposed to be like pork. And then a whole lot of coriander and chilies and lettuce and mint and all the good herbs, and some broth to put over it, I imagine, because it looks kind of dry right now. All right, I'm gonna go for the noodles on their own first. They look really, really thick and chewy. That is so, so good. Imagine udon noodles, but maybe even thicker and chewier. It does need a little bit of broth just to moisten it up a bit. Whoa, there's a lot of flavor in that broth. So I'm gonna be pouring the rest of that over in a minute. We've got these little crispy bits here. Wow.
Are they like wontons? Yeah.
Just like that.
They're the good bits.
And then some braised tofu. That all mixed together now should be an absolutely epic bite. I'm going to try and keep it in the bowl rather than putting it all over the place. As I mix it about, I'm finding more and more new components to this dish. So there's actually a bed of bean sprouts at the bottom as well, which are really crunchy, and so many different types of tofu, and I don't know what else, but it tastes really, really good.
And I have gone for a salt and pepper tofu dish, and it looks unbelievable. This tofu is so crispy, and I've also ordered a portion of rice to go with it. Oh my god. Oh, it's hot. That is delicious. It's so crispy and crunchy and so soft in the middle. I'm happy with my choice. Cheers.
That was 370 Vietnamese dong for both of our meals and both of our drinks, beer and wine. That's like, I don't know, $12, $13.
And that's in a nice restaurant as well.
In a touristy location as well.
Very touristy.
But now it's finally time we're going to go do that thing that everyone else does and get on a boat with a lantern and set it on the river. We actually booked this through Get Your Guide, and we need to go meet them by the Japanese bridge. We just got to the ticket office and we met this lovely chap here that handed us the lanterns and said wait a couple of minutes, presumably to go get our boat driver.
Hope so. But this is it. We've got our lantern. So it's like a paper cup, and then you've got a candle that's been held by cardboard. I've never seen them up close. I kind of thought they were tea lights, you know, like the tea light candles. This is what they are. Can't believe I'm finally holding one. Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. What flavour?
Yeah, follow me up. All right, we've just been picked up by another gentleman here who's handed us this free tea, I think it is.
Say hello.
Hello. Yeah, it's very similar to that medicinal tea from earlier. You're going to love that, Yas.
Their favourite.
It's really good, but not quite as sweet. Okay, it's a very organised system here. Yes. Hello. Xin chao. You're a driver? Okay, yeah, he wants me to sit down.
Sit down quick.
Whoa, oh my God. Okay, it's a lot harder than it looks with no hands-free. I'm so smooth, it hurts.
Ah, this is so pretty. Oh, okay. In case we capsize.
Safety first, I suppose, but this one is really big, so I don't actually know how safe that is. All right, this is a very efficient system here. They've got plenty of piers for you to get on and off at, and that was a really quick little transfer. We just got on straight away, pretty much as soon as we got to the boat.
We met the first guy who was super friendly and loved the fact that we were from England, and then we got transferred to another guy who was also super friendly and gave us a free cup of tea, and then we met our captain.
What's your name?
Your name?
Your name là
4, 6. Your name is 6. Okay.
You're doing a great job. Very good, very good. Can you believe we're actually on the famous Hoi An boats?
No, it actually feels quite surreal because, like you said earlier, you see this on Instagram, you see it on TV shows even. To actually be here, it's completely lived up to the hype. I would say I wasn't expecting there to be kind of rocky music coming from the other side of the river. I thought it was going to be a little bit more traditional music, maybe Vietnamese music, but other than that, it's pretty much met expectation already. It's quite hard though, because I know that we have literally maybe 15 minutes and that is it. We're going to be back off this boat. So I'm trying to take it all in as much as I can.
It's a pretty quick trip.
We have some neighbors here. Hello. Hello. 안녕하세요. So these guys are not only boat drivers, but they're also seasoned photographers. Okay. Cheese. I'm blind, yes. Okay, lantern time.
Okay, I'm gonna make a wish. Hopefully it doesn't blow out. Wow.
Okay, here goes. Bye-bye, lantern. That felt like it got carried away, but it's actually just because we're moving this way backwards. Okay, we're at the halfway point already. Mr. Six is turning us around.
This is a really, really nice experience. It's very quick, but it's really relaxing and calming and also really romantic.
And actually for the cost of it, anywhere else in the world, this would cost you 5 times as much. But because this is Vietnam, not only is it reasonable, it's actually really cheap, which means that everyone gets to have a go at this, which you can tell just by looking at the river, because in true Vietnamese style, there's a bit of a traffic jam on the river itself, especially at the bridge part here.
I do not want this to end. This is so relaxing. It's just chilled. You've got a bit of the breeze running through the hair and the beautiful lights. I'm in my element. I love being on the water.
Another bucket list travel item, check. That was worth coming to Hoi An for alone, let alone the beach from earlier, the old town itself, and of course the food, which was incredible. But let us know what you thought down in the comments below. What did you think of the experience today? And then YouTube thinks you're going to love this video, so give it a click and we'll see you over there. Okay, bye-bye.